Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Hallyujuku. I'm Petey Rafe, your man with no plan. Here with me, as always, is none other than Brandon Cooper, aka King Kaz. How you doing, Kaz?
I am doing well and amazing. Annyeonghaseyo. No, I'm not going to do that.
Annyeonghaseyo. We're here, of course, to talk about East Asian pop culture, mostly K-pop. That's why the website is also kpoppodcast.com. Just kind of how it is.
Random fact: the price of beef in Korea has gone up exceptionally.
Yes. Yeah. Well, plus with a lot of things.
Yeah.
That good Hanu, that good Korean beef. They still buy the cheap stuff from America to make hamburgers, so
Yeah. All right. That was my random fact today from Reddit. Because I was looking at something and talking to one of my friends, and they were like, "Holy shit, it's gone up again!" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "The price of beef in Korea." And I was like, "Is that a thing that we're worried about?" And they're like, "It's at $26 a pound." I was like, "Oh shit, that's a thing we should worry about."
That's in case you were you watch a Korean variety show and they give a Korean beef set as a prize, and you're wondering why they so excited. Now you know. Now you know.
Holy shit! How many pounds is that? I'm selling that. Fuck this.
That being said, Korean beef aside, we're here to talk about East Asian pop culture. And of course, what we do at the A block every episode is we talk about what's new. One major thing that's new this week is finally the official. Well, I guess the half album debut. The half album. I guess the official debut
confusing.
with the half album.
It's so fucking confusing. Fuck you, YG.
Yeah, Icon is back or finally here, or I guess it was a pre-release track, or I don't know. Icon,
whatever.
Bobby and Bi's group, Icon, the people that YG is putting into the arena against their own people. Icon with a couple of tracks. First off, Airplane. This one being a little more in vein with their pre-release track of being somewhat of a smooth ballady hip hop song.
It was the you meet the girl song, and then this is the you've been with the girl, and now she
gonna dip.
She's a bitch. Yeah, she a bitch. Fucking, I ain't need her anyway. This is that song.
Airplane. She's flying away on an airplane. It's kind of it's still slower, still kind of a more of a mellow track. Kind of boring. I don't know. What did you think, Kaz?
No, I agree. It was very meh. Like it was way too soft, way too ballady. Like it's just way too much for what it should have been. Like,
yeah, and especially considering Icon supposedly, I don't know, we assumed was going to be the different group.
Because Winner does a lot of ballads,
Yeah,
or what I've paid attention to is a lot of their ballads. I could probably be easily corrected about that.
The first couple of releases that they did were ballads, and I haven't listened to their like the rest of the stuff on their actual album releases, but
in a weird way, what both groups kind of remind me of is not the very, very early days of Big Bang, but kind of the middle period of the early days of Big Bang. Kind of, especially on a lot of the styles and tones of the songs and stuff, where it's less R&B. It's very less R&B and more ballad, more coffee shop, more easy listening.
But
type
at the
stuff.
end of the day, it's kind of just all right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But we got another track from them as well.
We got another track, and then when you play this track, you're thinking, man, here it comes. Finally, we're gonna get hype. We're gonna get that real, hip hop beat. Yeah. And then it just never gets anywhere. It's Rhythm Ta.
It is very like it's like hearing the world's longest EDM song and waiting for the waiting for the drop, and it just never happens.
Yeah.
You're just all right.
You sit here.
Oh man, it's coming.
This beat gonna get hype. This beat gonna get hype. Just wait for it, man. We're still here. We're still here. We're gonna get turned.
We're still in this part, I guess. Where's the drop?
All right, where's the part we get turned up? Where?
Yeah.
Just like
because it like lyrically it's kind of there, but the beat just doesn't bring you in,
Yeah.
So it makes you not pay as much attention to like the flow and the lyrical content when like Bi or Bobby is rapping or any of the other stuff.
Of the other people who I have no idea who they are.
We don't know their names yet. We're working on it. We'll figure them out.
I didn't watch Who Is Next at all.
Neither did I.
It's like so I don't know.
We can't watch everything. We have our biases.
Hell, I don't even know who. It's like there's that guy, and then there's the other guy, and then there's the guy with the tall blonde hair, and the guy with the brown hair, and there's Bobby, and then there's I think Bi,
yeah,
and then some other guy. I don't know.
The guy you think is Bi is probably Bi.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh my god. All right, so that was us shitting on Icon. Join us next week as we shit on Winner.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night. And they will make millions. Understand this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Because boy groups. But Kaz, I know you had some tunes that caught your attention this week.
I'll still say I had tunes that caught my attention this week. So this week was filled with a lot of game and a lot of fun. Since everybody was off at TwitchCon, I had some free time to myself, so I played some games. So I was trying to finish up Show Me the Money. We're almost done, so look out for that Hallyujuku Talks episode about Show Me the Money. So I decided when I'm playing games, I love Korean rap music. I love rap music just in general when I'm playing competitive games. So I went out seeking some new things to add, and I figured I'd add some people from this season's Show Me the Money. So I started with your favorite and mine, Black Nut. I went with one of the songs that kind of made him notable. I don't want to say famous, but notable. Called 100, featuring the genius Noel Chong. It is very much Black Nut being Black Nut. It is a diss record to everyone he could think of ever. Yes. And it's fucking good, right? Because you got to keep a lot of things in mind. One, this is a beat and a hook by Genius Noel Chong, who like I've been trying to think of the American counterpart for Genius Noel Chong, and it's kind of like Nate Dogg, but then he's also a really good producer as well.
Yeah,
which is why he's called a genius.
Yes. Yeah, it is definitely Black Nut beat Black Nut. It's worth checking out the translation if I remember correctly. I don't have it in front of me, but I know I listened to this a while ago. And accidentally triggered the opening song. Sorry. This is what happens when they have things for numbers. Hotkeys and shit. Damn you for the Black Nut for giving me the song 100 because I triggered a hotkey. Damn it. But if you check it out right here. Yeah, you check it out right there. Oh, as I'm showing it right there. 100. It's like you go rip it up. I told my mom that when I come back home, bus full of hoes too tired to have sex. I'll be on a bus full of hoes too tired to have sex. There you go. That's like the opening line is just amazing. I told my mom that when I come back home that I'll be on a bus full of hoes too tired to have sex. You gotta love that. And it's like it goes on and on, you know. It's like,
and I also love when it gets to the hook. I love when it gets to the hook and the hook is happening and it's Genius No Chong being Genius No Chong and turning goddamn into God Daewon, which is, you know, like Daewon is Black Nut's name.
Yeah.
Which is, if you watch Show Me the Money, that's that whole thing of everybody calling him God Daewon. But I also love that he cuts off the hook and he's like, no hook. This is my song and I'm going in. Like, and then he just lists a bunch of rappers.
This is my tracks, so get out and go fuck yourself. I see you once told me don't do shit like this unless you want to be shot. Praise and worship. Oh, shut the fuck up, you hook making addict. I don't need to hook up my song. Fuck off, I don't need you. And there's Black Nut, and this is Black Nut versus Dio, VJ, Sonny, Guardian, Sound Too Sloppy type.
Drunken Tiger. He names 100 rappers.
100 rappers.
And then the thing that I love is the very end. The very end is the best part, where he's just like, bring it, motherfuckers. I'm here. Let's do it. No, seriously, don't bring it. I was joking. This is all a joke. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this is all a joke. I apologize.
But yeah, so I love this is why PD loves Black Nut. This is why I love Black Nut. This is why everyone loves Black Nut. Things like this. He's so fucking fun to listen to.
Yeah. That being said, goddamn, gotta love Black Nut. That being said, you have some more tracks to talk about.
I do have some more tracks to talk about. So my next track, where is it? Yes. Chohung Woo, featuring Cheetah. The song is called Scar. So this video is kind of plain, but I thought it was really creative when you think about it, because it takes like this Instagram interface and like plays out the video with the lyrics and like other things going through. And I think it's just a really, really good song. I thought this version of the video, I think there's another version of like a performance version of this video out there as well. But I just thought this was really, really kind of, I thought it was cute. All right.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it. I thought it was cute.
Yeah. I think it's cute and it's fun. And also the format of the video, kind of playing into knowing where everybody watches their music videos nowadays, is the fact that if you open this on your YouTube app, you can full screen it vertical mode and fill out your phone that way, and that's kind of the format it is put in, which is fun. It's not the only video. That's Born Hater started that. Remembering back to Epic High. Speaking of people that Black Nut called out, Born Hater did that, and that one is fun. I recommend watching it that way, because it's really cool, kind of an experience of seeing Epic High and all these rappers in your phone trapped because of how like confined that the visual style of that video is, and this isn't the last video of this format we're going to talk about today. But yeah, that part is really creative and cool.
Yeah. The song itself is really good. I love hearing Cheetah rap. She's a really, really good rapper. Hyungwoo is a really good singer. I haven't heard a lot from him, but this is definitely something. This is like has made me want to really check out more. So it's something I might definitely do. But holy fuck, I didn't think I was gonna like this at first because the whole like, oh, it's like the Instagram interface thing, and it's, but when I thought about it and I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, this is really creative.
Yeah,
like this is really, really creative because they really went for it,
Yeah, and it worked really well.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
But yeah,
all right. So I got two more for us. Two more this week. So like I said, I kind of went on a binge of listening to a lot of rap music. So I I went and I listened to some stuff from Just Music because there's just a lot of rappers on Just Music that I like. Vasco, C-Jam, Black Nuts, Swings, and this was like in a grouping of songs that they did. Like kind of like an introduction and just like just stuff to do for the label, and I missed this one somehow. So it's Just Music More, featuring C-Jam, Vasco, who else is in this? Well, No Chung does the beat and the hook, and then Swings is in this.
Those three guys and Swing, then No Chang is behind the producing of it all.
I must say, I think I'm starting to have a love affair for No Chang because my favorite part about this is the beat.
Yeah. That's a really good beat. I mean, the rappers do really well with it.
Yeah.
But this is a really good beat for sure.
Yeah, and I also love the hook too. Like, it almost kind of doesn't fit in, but it does. In that weird way.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the if you can get, I don't know. There was something weird about the wording. I think it was just the delivery, like the words. I don't know. But overall, it still worked. Like, the hook still worked. I think the cadence maybe was a little off, just because I guess English not first language kind of a thing. But I still it still worked as a hook.
Mm-hmm. Because it like totally changes from you start with C-Jam, you hear him rap, then you go into this hook, then you come into Vasco rapping, and everything changes, like the whole feel changes. But a really, really, really enjoyable rap song if you like Korean hip hop. Fucking Vasco kills it, C-Jam kills it. I think Vasco did the best, but I really did like Swing's part as well. But I'm realizing day and day I like hearing Vasco rap.
Yeah. Vasco usually brings some goodness into whatever he's invited to, whether it's a guest appearance or whether it's its own music. He usually brings in some good stuff, some good talent into the mix. That's for sure. But yeah, last but not least.
Not least in any way. Nope. But I did put this in here last because we talked about the other song that was released last week, and then there was this one earlier called JOA, which I think is
Undongi.
The Booty.
Yeah, I think the song is named Booty.
The Booty.
The Butt. Song's called The Butt.
Yes, that's what it's called. The Butt. Yes. Okay. I forgot what it was. I looked it up and I forgot what it was. But no, so it's Gary and Jay Park talking about that booty.
Yeah. It's like, because I was like, oh, it's Joe. It's just saying I like
it. I love this song.
It's like,
no, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, I never realized I wanted a Gary and Jay Park song. But I needed a Gary and Jay Park song.
And of course with Gary and with Jay Park, of course it's them being thirsty as hell and talk about the booty and sex. Because it's Gary, and he had that song "Shower Later" with the last album, and this fits in right in this theme. And he's just sitting there like rapping longingly about what all the body parts that he loves about his girl, and how they joke around when they bang, and and it works. It's not even like if you look at the lyrics, they work well, and the fact that he's actually kind of doing a love rap even while being filthy and dirty about singing and singing about sex and whatnot. He's still kind of like keeps it cool and romantic in a sense, kind of. But yeah.
But no, I don't know. I just love this song. I just like this song a lot, man. Like it's like my god, it's such a banger. I'm gonna be listening to this for a while. You could just put this on in the background and just do a nice little slide chair dance.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Gary is just Gary is just killer as Gary, and Jay Park does exactly what he needs to do, which is sing him some R&B in the bridge, which that's what he needs to do. I know people feel his rapping skills, but I don't. Even though it's funny, even though he can be fun when he tries to rap. But yeah, and when he's singing some R&B stylings, he nails it. Yeah, this video certainly gets sexy. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, must be 19. Has to be 19 plus.
Yes. I felt a little odd, and I decided to cut away from the part where the dude takes off the panties. It's like, okay. It's like, all right. I don't need our show to be that 19 plus on YouTube. That being said, yeah, Gary is awesome. I love Gary. Yeah, can't get enough of this. I'm gonna try to make sure I'm gonna get the album 2002. I love the symbolism that of naming it 2002, because that's when Lee Sang debuted. So he's like, I'm gonna go back to the mentality I had when I first started, which is cool. And I love everything about this album, except for the weird Running Man episode that they concocted to promote it. Except for that, they kind of shoehorned that let's prank Gary all of a sudden for. It's like, okay. It's like, and constantly have a reason to remind the audience that he has an album coming out. It's like, I've got to go record my album. Did you know I have to record my album? I have to go record my album. It's like, all right. That being said, always love songs. Always loved Booty. But I've got but yeah. There's no way to transition out of that.
Yeah, no.
That being said, some things caught my attention this week. First of all, have you, Kaz? Have you? I know you love Amber. You and I are both fans of Amber. Have you been checking out her YouTube channel? What the Pineapple?
No. Not even a little bit.
She's which is surprising to me. She and her friend, or friend possibly, based on a slip up on one of the videos, Scott, have a YouTube channel called What the Pineapple. And I think it's worth checking out if you like Amber. A lot of it is just typical YouTuber stuff. But she just got to start her YouTube channel, so she kind of has to got all that. I have a YouTube channel now. Let's do all the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube out of her system.
Yeah.
But she did have a fun little video called "The SM Family Reacts to Extra Hot Cheetos." And what's really awesome about it is that she gets herself all worked up about having Koreans try the extra hot Cheetos, which are extra hot, and then when they start feeding them to the Koreans, they're completely no sell. There's like no reaction whatsoever from any of them. It's like not realizing that, dude, Amber, Koreans have their spice game on lock. Like, this ain't nothing to them. In fact, I think there's one guy that couldn't handle the spice, but I think the most of a complaint they could get from somebody else was that it was kind of salty.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is salty. Oh, I want no more of that.
It's like, yeah, it's like, it was like eating it. It's like,
Here, I'll go ahead and live on the show. I went ahead and I subscribed to Amber's channel. I'm probably never gonna watch a video,
but you know what? We're gonna support her.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. That's what you're doing.
This taste is really vague. It's like I don't want to eat it anymore. It's vague.
What else you got?
Moving on. Another. I have made my love of crack videos, or K-pop on crack, known, in the past, especially EXO on crack. Somebody went ahead and did a series for Mamamoo, another group that I've professed my love for.
It's funny because from our what we like to call the correction corner of T2T2 and Vanilla Burp, I have found that they are enjoying the Mamamoo as well. They're like, "Do you know about this?" I was like, "Yeah, no, we already know."
It's like, oh yeah, we know, we love them. It's like, yeah, that's you're learning the right stuff right there. Shout out to Vanilla Burp, who's a Sunny bias like I am. Sunny bias unity. But yeah, Mamamoo crack video, a lot of fun, a lot of kind of fun moments. But also, speaking of Mamamoo, a game OST track that has a music video for it, and a vertical style music video at that. Probably to play during the game, I guess. I don't know. But I think they did it for like Peaky Cast or something like that. But Mamamoo did with the song Girl Crush for the game Inicia Nest, which is, I think, like a fantastical RPG action game. And I have no idea how this works as the OST for that. But I don't care, because it's my girl's Mamamoo being fun and cute and silly and ridiculous and like over the top and just displaying their personalities. It's just I love Mamamoo.
Yeah, no, I do as well. Yeah, so like you said, we're not exactly sure how this works as a soundtrack for a game, but it's Mamamoo, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah. And the video is ridiculous. It's like them watching TV, and then Moonbyul in PJs swagging out in pink pajamas, like she is wont to do. And then the girls at some point, Solar starts spanking Wii. It's just fun. And Mamamoo is just fantastic. They're great singers. They're awesome, hilarious people. Also, they're apparently amazing archers. As I watched the Idol Star Athletic Championships, and they won the gold medal in archery.
Nice. Also, I feel like if we don't mention that they fucking have killed it multiple times on Immortal Song.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. PD and fucking T2 and Vanilla Burp were linking to us, which I think was one of the ones we saw before. But
yeah. It's like
I feel like they'll kill us if we don't mention that.
Yeah, it's just they're amazing on that show.
Yeah,
they're fantastic. Later on, we're going to talk about somebody else that's amazing on that show. But first, we have a new track from Lovelyz. Finally, the proper promotional tracks from their album Lovelyz 8, which, if you've been keeping track, is kind of Lovelyz 8. The name is there for a reason, because it's now the full 8 members again. This is their promotional track, Achu, son of Asnis. Achu is, I have to say, a lot of people are in love with it. A fair amount of people are probably a little bit bored of it. I'm a little bit more in the, that was nice, I like it. It's not overwhelmingly, mind blowing. but
it's very
it's a fun
cutesy,
listen.
almost kind of Japanese poppy.
Yeah, it is
kind of very
like,
Japanese idol pop.
yeah, it is kind of like what the Lovelyz and G Friend are trying to kind of corner the modern J-pop influenced innocent concept cute pop thing. I will say that I think overall G Friend is a bit ahead of the curve on that. But Lovelyz do an admirable job. You know, give the old college try or the middle school try. Yeah, overall, it's a cute song. It's a cute song.
I no, I agree. It is a rather cutesy song. I don't have any overall complaints with it. But
Yeah,
meh.
probably not too memorable, but fun.
Yeah.
But I look forward to kind of seeing a group like Lovelyz grow because they aren't a big label and they don't lack talent. To say that, that's for sure. Speaking of talented, we have another, like I mentioned, artist that excels at immortal songs, making her comeback. Ailey, a Jersey girl, killing it in Korea. Ailey with the song "Mind Your Own Business," and this is another. I have to say, this is another example, and it's been said quite a few times. This is another example of Ailey being tasked to single-handedly elevate a okay pop song with her vocal prowess. And she almost does it because she's that good, which is the thing. Ailey is exceptionally talented and has a personality to boot. Like, she can do a lot of things, but it seems that whenever it comes to her promotional tracks, and it's something that I think is articulated a lot better on the Asian Junkie review than I could ever hope for doing. That it comes to her promotional tracks, they just kind of play it safe. They're just going to give her an okay pop song and then just say, "Hey, save this," kill this, and then just kind of leave her with the task of just carrying the song through through her power alone, instead of maybe going out on a limb and doing something where exceptional. I don't know if you got a chance to check out the review I linked. No,
I didn't check that out. I don't know. I feel like I feel like we're thinking, hey, Ailey is really good. Ailey can fucking belt out a song. Holy shit! Here's time and time and time and time of her again belting out a fucking awesome ass song, right? But I think if we think about anybody, there's always gonna be those kind of mediocre tracks. Not every single track is gonna be amazing.
The thing is, it just seems like they haven't given her an amazing song ever. Like they just don't ever bother giving her any amazing songs or any great songs. They just kind of settle for good. And I think it's in the here. It's as if her agency is obsessed with having her talent recognized. So they give her some mediocre track, take her off the leash, and tell her to go fetch, and use her vocals to make their unimaginative track into a workable pop hit. The fact that she almost nearly does just that with a lot of her songs proves to me, to Asian Junkie, that she deserves to be lauded for her talent. But in a lot of ways, that talent is a gimmick in itself. It's a crutch to lean on. and her singles end up disappointing because talent, especially in pop music, is effectively meaningless unless said talent is used effectively. And this is a good example. For example, Ailey takes a gigantic shit on a group like Crayon Pop vocally, but I'd rather listen to Dancing Queen 100 times in a row over Mind Your Own Business twice. Because one is catchy and fun, and the other is a chore.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it goes on about, there's no reason to force trying to get her recognized because she's already recognized. I mean, she's already recognized as a vocal
It also
talent.
could just be they have mediocre songwriters, and maybe they need to hire better ones.
Yeah, maybe it's like it is a sad thing to say because if you like we said Immortal songs where she gets to kind of drive her own idea, take a great song, because chances are if it's going to be covered on Immortal songs, it's a kind of an all-time great, in the history of Korean pop music, relatively speaking. So she takes a well-known great song with a lot of meat on it, and she kills it. I don't know.
It's hard to say. There's a lot of factors that go into it because we know she has the talent, but she just doesn't have the songwriters.
Yeah. Somebody needs to go to YMC Entertainment and start writing some bangers. Start writing some really good songs for her. Let her stretch out her talent. Take some risks. Do some great stuff instead of settling for good, like the article says. I really want to see more for Ailey to kind of let her spread her wings to heaven. Oh, but yeah, I think I'm hoping for good things. Like I've said a million times. But that being said, that ends the What's New segment. As Kaz giggles to himself, adds the What's New segment, and heads us over to our headlines. So join us over there.
I'm gonna go run and grab a popsicle.
Yeah.
I also realized our bumper isn't long enough for me to do that, so I just stayed here.
Yes. All right. We're getting into our headlines, some topical topics. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about the things that are happening, things that caught my attention this week in the world of East Asian pop culture. First headline. Blank and Eclair has sale on day Jessica did K-pop Benghazi just because. This headline.
Wait, what?
It doesn't make sense. Okay, so September 30th, a couple of days ago, Jessica announced that the Blank and Eclair group announced that they were going to have a sale on September 30th. Okay. And they said just because. September 30th, also happens to be the day that Jessica got kicked out of Sanusha Day of Girls' Generation. Like the day. So just because on that very day, on the year anniversary of her getting kicked out of her group, she's going to have a sale, a celebratory sale. This is some hilarious, shade to indulge shades, the shadiness of it all, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of thuggish. What do you think, Cass? Do you enjoy the shadiness?
I was reading through this, and at first I was like, I don't know. There's way too much trying to connect the dots, which they literally did a trying to connect the dots here.
Which is funny. They did it for fun.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Right. That's what I'm like. That's the actual emphasis of trying to connect the dots where you literally try to do it.
Yeah.
But then you kind of look at the tweets and everything else, and it's just like, oh, 1 day sale, 24 hours, just because on our website only, just because we can. You know, like I feel like somewhere in there should have just been slay. Like,
yes.
kind of finger snap, like, and what, bitch?
Yes. It's like hashtag just because. I love DB in the comments, and this should become the hashtag everybody knows of 2015. There's some great stuff in the comments. But yeah, like it is kind of hilarious. Jessica kind of getting a little doing low key saltiness, the low key saltiness of getting kicked out of her group, which is hilarious and fun, and probably hints at a little bit of the attitude and probably what got her kicked out of the group in the first place. Which yes, part of it was because SM SM were kind of being a little bit stingy about her doing her own business and it possibly cutting into maybe time with the group. Well, but more really, it was her earning her own money and the family not getting a cut. You know, your family isn't getting a piece of the action.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
At the same time, maybe just a little bit. You know her, which is kind of which kind of makes it funny and fun.
Yeah.
I can't hate on her for that because I don't have to deal with her. So I don't know her personally. If I knew her personally, maybe.
As far as we know, she's still a lovely person.
Yeah, as far as we know, exactly. She's still a lovely person who likes to sleep and doesn't like to run. That's all. She has her cute quirks, and she's doing well. But yeah, good job, Jessica. Moving on to the next one, a little bit less fun. Bangtan Sonyeonda BTS fans locked out of Atlanta concert due to overselling. Promoters fail again. So this has been an ongoing thing with TGM events. I'm going to call them out TGM events. BTS's concert tour in America is going incredibly poorly. In earlier stops, I had already heard complaints that everything was disorganized and BTS were only on stage for about 30 minutes, performing only 4 songs. But that was honestly sort of par for the course. Yes, concerts put on by these second-rate promoters are usually that terrible to the point where I didn't think it warranted coverage. That's why it wasn't much coverage on Asian Junkie. In Atlanta, though, things seem to take the next step in fuckery, as the promoters oversold the venue, which led to hundreds of fans being locked out. Promoters apparently literally didn't check the venue capacity, which actually is a lie, which we'll find out in the update later on down in the article, which led to this mistake. And though I am very sorry to those who had to deal with this, I just have to say that's so incompetent that I have to find it hilarious and laugh a bit. Anyways, this led to the promoters in panic mode to try and compensate for it, but they just ended up in more lies. All right, so kind of going into what they said. Basically, we were all lined up. They started letting people in 20-ish minutes before the show. The people in the back line were told that there were more room, and TGM oversold their tickets, and there was 100 to 200 people standing outside in the rain waiting for a promised compensation. And then they were given this: "We're sorry that the venue is at capacity. We will give you a full refund as well as a group photo and high touch with BTS after the show. Please write your name and email address, and we will give you the full refund." Which they gave him a little piece of paper. When they brought everyone that couldn't get in the concert inside for the high-touch photos, they made us wait again. We were the last people in there. I looked back and saw luggage being hauled through a window on a door. Nadia and some other asshole came on stage and explained that BTS had left. They never told BTS about the fans who were promised the high-touch in photos. Yeah. So basically, as compensation, the main fans wait for the concert to finish. Them wait around after the concert more. Then it was told to them that BTS had already left. That sure is an interesting way to go about things. Asian Junkie he points out that he was not shocked by this, and in retrospect, it makes sense to me, and he makes a good point on why this is not a shock, but this is still some dumb fuckery. Because it's a bummer because it is, of course, and here's some proof that they oversold the event. That the event has been oversold for weeks. They knew about it and they didn't do shit. And there's a great video of somebody nervous. This is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, this is stupid, and it kind of is aggravating when you realize it's people that don't know what the hell they're doing, trying to score a quick buck off of people, off of crazy fans and teenagers that are willing to drop their allowance money for a chance to high five Oppa. It makes me want to fucking. If I had the money to front it, I want to do the Hallyujuku events coordinator, promoter people, so that we'll make no money, but we'll make sure it's done right. Just because
yeah, we could do that.
I don't know. I feel like we probably could do a lot better job than these idiots could.
Yeah,
it's like. You figure out how many tickets you can sell for the venue. You let people in at a timely manner and coordinate them well. If you have VIP, maybe you use barriers or those, you rope off the entrance in a way that you let the VIP ticket holders get their seats closer to the front while you let everybody else in behind that area. I don't know. It's just I've never promoted a concert ever, and I think I could have done a better job than these idiots. But I don't know. Meanwhile, I paid $20 in Austin, Texas to see Epic High, Crayon Pop, EE, Hitchhiker, and a bunch of cool indie bands, and that went off without a hitch because that was South by Southwest. It's just it can be done. It's just there's no one around.
Oh yeah, definitely, it can be done. But like it says in the article, it's a bunch of these companies that don't know anything about these groups, and they're just trying to, they're like, oh, we could do promotion, whatever. Some people probably won't show up, so we'll oversell, pocket some money, and then more people show up than what they expected, and then they realize, oh shit, these people are going to expect something from this, and it's like,
yeah, this is
fuck.
Yeah. And then those refunds are never coming. Those refunds are never coming. They'll just ignore you. People are still waiting for their refunds for that Eric Nam concert that never happened because of inclement weather. People, they're doing petitions on the internet for all those do good because of that Eric Nam concert and because of a previous concert issue. Basically, the moral of the story is people of K-pop, stop working with TGM events.
They don't love you. They don't let them host. They ain't got to.
No.
All right, what other stories do we have?
All right, let's move on. This is actually a little bit meatier. New Korean website tries to protest LGBT rights. Is ironically a useful LGBT resource.
it's funny enough because a lot of these things end up turning into that because they end up listing all these websites that are promoting the gay agenda and trying to, how dare they try to give gays rights, and then you can look at them and you're like, oh shit, does that place do free STD testing? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh my god, is there a group that meets every Tuesday at the rec center? Oh okay, for gay and lesbian rights activation? Huh, I might check that out. Thanks, hateful website.
Thank you, hateful website. It's funny. It's like a new anti-LGBT organization recently launched its own website, Lights Out Soul, which it claims to exist to work towards ethically cleansing the streets of Seoul free of those nasty homosexuals. The site provides updates on the action of LGBT campaigners around the world, such as the evil gay mafia, who have taken over countries like the US and Germany and attack and discriminate against anti-LGBT Christian protesters. Presumably by locking them in their BDSM dungeons and playing Gloria Gaynor over and over until they submit. I don't know. I stopped trying to translate after I saw they were unironically using a cartoon from popular comedy website The Oatmeal. Apparently they were using this cartoon from The Oatmeal. Apparently it's one of those great they don't get it and they make themselves the joke, which is hilarious. But the website is so thorough in its attempts to provide all the latest updates on the horrors of homosexuality in Korea that it's actually, ironically, a pretty useful resource for anyone interested in the goings-on in the Korean LGBT community. As Huffington Post Korea points out, there are a number of sections of the website which could be useful for LGBT individuals in Korea. The first is a fairly in-depth glossary of terms used in the LGBT community. This includes English slang terms like gaydar, top and bottom, as well as Korean terms like queenani, meaning the oldest and most experienced in a group of gay men, and splitting a gourd, which means, well, having sex. It also includes mostly essential terminology related to sexual and gender identity. They also have a fairly extensive calendar of events organized by and for the community, including film festivals and party nights. The purpose of this calendar is to organize protests against the presence of Korea's sexual minorities in Seoul by gathering outside the city's biggest LGBT events. As this behavior can make people feel threatened and unsafe, it's not such a great thing, but it could potentially help to raise the profile of LGBT events in communities where they are not widely discussed. Finally, there are two maps, one showing which areas of Seoul are gayest, with each district labeled with the number of LGBT venues it contains, and another which shows exactly where each LGBT business is situated. The three districts which host the most also have their own pages with a detailed listing for each business. This one is particularly helpful as a website called Korea Pink Map, which was essentially a listings of exactly the same kind of businesses and events highlighted by LGBT out, was suddenly blocked by the Communications Standards Commission earlier this year. The only reason that has been given for this is alleged illegal activities. And then the website kind of goes on with other stuff and kind of history of the LGBT community. Pretty in depth. It's a pretty cool article. I'm not going to go through all of it now, but it is kind of funny that they have a good glossary of terms. They have a calendar, a helpful little calendar to know exactly where all the fun is happening and where all the businesses are. This is fun. It's fun that their own creation can be used against them while they're being buttholes. What was your impression, Kaz?
No, my impression was what I said at the beginning, which is like I love things like this because the hate mongering only goes sometimes to only be more supportive than the community at large is, because they do so much footwork to figure out like all these things that are going on that are promoting I don't want to slam on my desk, but promoting the gay agenda, and then they list them out, and then you as a young gay person who is looking for support and doesn't know where to find it, and you see this and you're like, oh, thanks. Now I know where to find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's always funny to me in that sense. It's sad in the like the we still let humans need to yell at each other over the most minuscule things ever. But whatever, that's never going to change. As long as those people stay stupid, they're a resource.
Yeah. Which is fantastic. Also, yeah, it which is just fantastic. There's charts. Looking at this, there's amazing pictures. I know something about movies, and stuff. I
now because of this website, I'm now looking at more things about gay culture in Korea.
Yeah, look at this.
Apparently, unmarried Korean women overwhelmingly in support of same-sex marriage. There you go.
Mm-hmm. And here's a great map of LGBT-friendly places. Unsurprisingly, a good chunk of them are concentrated around Itaewon.
Yeah,
home of
where the foreigners are.
Also, home of Homo Hill. And around Ewa Women's University, which is fun. And then, a little bit more north, some places, there's one near a 7-Eleven. I see 7-Eleven.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of places. Check out the map. It's quite useful.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. All right. Last headline.
Last of them.
Yeah.
Not the game, but the headlines.
Yeah. AOA's Choa trolls Kim Jong-un, calls him a fatty. Plus, she sings her Choa song in a hanbok, which is cute. On a recent live broadcast of My Little Television, AOA's Choa went near the North Korean border and called glorious leader Kim Jong-un a fat fuck. When the My Little TV PD told her that they were located close to North Korea, Choa shouted loudly, "Jong-una!" multiple times before turning to the PD and saying, "When I was in elementary school, my closest friend was named Kim Jong-un." Then she shouted again, "Jong-una, have you lost weight yet?" Then PD then told her, "Choashi, this is a bit dangerous." To which Choa replied, "It's okay, Kwan PD can protect me." Choa has advanced to insulting world leaders. When will these fake hip-hop thugs get on their level? This is fun. As a Cuban American living in Miami, I hope nobody takes this more to heart than just enjoying it as fun jokes, because some people are worth making fun of and deserve it. What did you think? Did you get it? Did you watch the video?
Yeah, no, I watched it. It was ridiculously cute to have this cute girl like yelling across a border, calling somebody fat. And I don't know. It just constantly goes into our like girls in K-pop are thugged out. Like they don't give a fuck. Still do what they need to.
Yeah. Choa is hilariously adorable, and she's like everybody's favorite on like K-Pix. Well, her and Mina. Shout out to Mina boys out there in our K-Pix. Because she's hot, and she's also cute, but she doesn't. And she kind of has that thing that Hada does, where she can go back and forth between being supremely sexy and cute, but never kind of being this faux innocent thing. She's just sometimes she's cute, sometimes she's hot, sometimes she's both. And I love Choa. But this was fun. I love making fun of stupid, crazy world leaders. Even though it doesn't solve anything, At least like you feel like you're punching in the air and maybe, I don't know, letting out some steam, you know? Yeah. That was the last thing to talk about.
Yay! Good week for Korean music, Korean hip hop, Korean everything.
Yeah. A lot of fun stuff. That's the last headline. That brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of Hallyujuku. Kaz, what do you got going on in your neck of the woods?
We got a lot of stuff happening over at DKG, so definitely go to the website, check that out. We got the game show, the lovely crew that went to TwitchCon and had a lovely time. Did a live version, not that it's not ever live when we do it, but did a live version from the house that they rented at TwitchCon of the DKGS, the game show that we do every other week. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that they got to do it. I'm glad I got to watch and not have to like fucking run everything. And I loved seeing them flip out over all the things that actually have to be run when that show is going on.
Yeah.
And even though they had more hands than what I normally do, they were like, what the fuck is going on?
Yes.
So that was fun to watch. So definitely go check that out. That should be up later this week, hopefully. Other than that, like I said, we're trying to make bigger and better things happen over at DKG. So definitely go check out the website, drunkkidsgaming.com. Other than that, for me, nothing much. That's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. What I said.
For me, it's a lot of the new full-time job. So a lot of things are trying to make sure I still keep the creative stuff going and up in the air. Ride. Even though it's hard because it almost feels like I don't have a weekend, which is like the full-time job that isn't 9 to 5 and Monday to Friday. It's tough because sometimes you don't get 2 days off in a row, which is like sometimes it just never feels like you have a weekend. But that being said, I'm trying to put things back, trying to bring back Fanny Pack Wrestling. We should be back hopefully this Saturday. With a pretty hefty little episode. We're going to talk about Lucha Libre instead of Lucha Underground, because I know a lot of people dig in Lucha Underground. We're going to go Lucha Mainstream. We're going to talk about a couple of the two big promotions and their two biggest events, because we got a chance to see both of them, and we have thoughts. We have thoughts. They may not be popular. They may not be well received, but I'm sorry. Let's just say maybe some promotions aren't ready for the big leagues. I'm just saying. But that being said, you can follow all that on rebelli.net. This show is Hallyujuku, kpoppodcast.com, rebelli.net for this and other shows, including Fanny Pack Wrestling,
Record Breakers.
Yeah, Record Breakers, Fanny Pack, Hallyujuku, all on that website. You can check out all the videos on Rebelli TV. That's where, Fanny Pack will go live. Also on diamondclub.tv, we'll go live there. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. Share, like, review, maybe. Throw a review on iTunes if you'd like. That's it. Check us out all over the internet. Share, like. We're on Stitcher. We're on all over the places. Follow. Do the things. Until next time. Hasta los huevos.
Well, didn't I tell you? Don't you know?
Fight. had to wait that one out.
Give it to me straight, Doctor. Give it to me straight, Doctor. Why, I think you're crazy.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.